Tom Schulz here. We're at the University of Chicago putting the final touches on a project started in 2013. We've been working with an amazing team, Katie Gerner and Beha Architects, Jose Lopez from the University of Chicago, and Brad Carter and Harris Minos from Turner Construction. I've been fortunate enough to work on several projects with Ann Beha. I love the sensibility that her firm brings to a historic renovation, honoring all of the rich, beautiful, intrinsic qualities of an older building, recognizing how those can be brought forward into the present time, and then doing something about that seamlessly. This is a great example here. It was a wonderful opportunity for us to create a beautiful floor. See, these floors are not about just a surface to walk on. I find them to be a unifying quality. That's why working up a floor that speaks to the language of the materials, both old and new, is an essential part of any building's design. For me, one of the most intriguing aspects of any project that involves staining is coming up with the proper formula. The colors don't react like paint. Experience has taught me what dilutions work, what don't. Now, the way I like to work is to come up with a solution that's specific to each project. In this case, I asked for the architects to send me 10 examples of materials that existed in the building. This is a historical building, built in 1933, I believe. Anyway, I asked for materials from the existing building and then materials for the new work. I take those and look at it. What is it that's specific about the coloration involving those materials? And once I got on site and I saw how inspiring this former school of theology was, well, things started to talk to other things, colors started to talk to other colors. I started making watercolors, which is the way I practically start everything, and then I mixed up the formulas and got to work. First time I walked into this building, I was amazed at the detailing. And I thought, well, you know, that's not such a stretch to go from a school of theology to a think tank about economics. There's a certain awesome quality about this building that I really appreciate, but there's also a certain prairie, solid feeling about it too. In fact, Frank Lloyd Wright's Roadie House is right across the street, setting the standard for that whole prairie feeling. After having a sample approved by the design team, then I flew up and worked with a crew to pour 2 pads of concrete right here. Now, over there is a pedestrian walkway, but when I arrived, it was a street. I'll never forget last year when they took the fences down, and it was like a movie set. Crowds of people started walking through here like this pedestrian way existed forever. I find that aspect of this project very, very effective. I'm in the main stairway of the building. I think of it as the backbone of the building. This is fascinating because literally this was a connector space between 2 buildings. I used to be able to drive my truck in right over there and park when I did the mock-ups. Daniel and I spent countless hours protecting and working in this area. Protection is key. All these beautiful materials, they deserve our respect. We can't be flinging stain all over the place. So we spent a lot of time here. It was worth it. I love this space. I love the Escher-like quality, the going up and down, the dichotomy between the interior and the exterior, how that's been merged, all for a purpose, all for access. Stairway. I love that sound. With these giant stainless steel doors all throughout this structure, they remind me of bank vault doors, and I like that connection. You never think about floors helping to bring together the old and the new, but I think that's what our directive was with this project. And I think when this section is occupied, that's going to be obvious. The way the building flows, the way it moves from section to section. I think about students and faculty walking down the hallways and discussion and dialogue. Nobel Prize winners in the future. Great solutions, I hope. As an artist, I think, it's possible to be a part of those broader dialogues. Those dialogues that through effort, through specific listening and implementation, offer hope for our future.